today's topic is assess own listening skills. Now, how we assess our own listening skills, there are some points which describes these components. Plan how I am going to respond. First of all, when you are listening something, plan it that what I am going to respond against the query, what I am going to respond, what whether what person is asking from me. Like if I am going to ask a question from you regarding today's lecture or regarding previous lecture, you may respond on time. If you are a good listener, then it is on your part that how you respond it. Keep eye contact with the speaker. You may keep an eye contact with the speaker. When you keep an eye contact with the speaker, it shows that you are very much confident regarding your listening skills. Take notes as appropriate. Always write important points, always write important notes that are very essential for you to write, whether it is a part of your lecture, whether it is a part of any kind of things, whether it's a part of an organization where you are working, whether it is a part of any business meeting. Always write important points that you think is important to you for you to write. Notice the feeling behind the words. Now always notice that what the words spoken by the speaker. Now here feeling means that if a speaker is in good mood, you may notice it in his or her voice. If speaker is not in good mood, he may be in very angry mood. So always notice the feelings behind the words of speaker, what the speaker wants to transfer you, what the speaker wants to tell you regarding the information. Face the person who is talking. Now when the person is talking with you, always face him. Whether the person is going to give you the suggestion regarding your improvement, whether the person is going to give you suggestion regarding your career, both are very important for your life. It depends on your decision. So always listen carefully when someone asks you or tells you something about your career. Your career is very important in the aspect of your life. It is the part of your life. Watch for significant body language expressions, gestures. Now, when someone is talking to you while friends are talking with each other, always watch their gestures, watch their body languages, watch their face expressions, what their face expressions are all about. Whether if they are in very bad mood, so they are very angry. If they feel hungry, so it gives you another hint. If they are very anxious regarding any situation, it gives you some hint regarding it. Always watch the expressions and gestures of a person on whom you are going to listen. Interrupt the speaker to make a point. Whenever you are listening, it's about your own listening skills. Whenever you are listening to the person, whether you are listening to your teacher, whether you are listening to your father, whether you are listening to any of the family member, always interrupt them and ask them to make a point, means, and ask them that you are interested and showing interest in their communication. Now, key elements of assertive communication. There are 6 key elements of assertive communication. First one is gesture. Your gesture shows a lot to the speaker or to anyone else or to the audience. It is very important to note about the gesture the audience or the speaker is going to deliver you. Eye contact. Always maintain an eye contact with the speaker as it shows that you are very confident person. Don't see here and there. This shows that you shows lack of interest in any kind of aspect. Don't do this. Posture. Posture means it is also a part of your gesture. Posture means when you are crossing your hands, when you are looking down the earth, while you are looking down the earth, it shows that you are very confused regarding any kind of aspect. You shows lack of interest, and whether it also shows that you are facing lack of confidence. Now, elements of assertive communication. The slides continues here. Physical appearance. The what about your physical appearance? Physical appearance means that what your personality is all about. It shows about your personality, whether your personality is graceful, whether your personality is just fair personality. Physical appearance means when we are going to give an interview in any organization, they first check our physical appearance, they first check our personality, and then our talking view. First of all, when you are going to any kind of interview, any kind of test, any kind of aspect you are going to deal with, always deal with your physical appearance first. Your physical appearance is the first impression for the audience whom you are facing. Voluntary and involuntary body movement. Voluntary and voluntary body movement means the movement which is in our hands, like our face expressions. It is voluntary movement, but unfortunately, uncircumstance thing happened. Likewise, you fell down on the ground and the knee injured. So it is an involuntary body movement. It is not the part, it is a part of your body, but it is not in the action of your body. It is involuntary that you fell down and your knee gets injured. Facial expression. Facial expression means a lot. You may judge the person with their facial expressions, that what their facial expressions is all about. So facial expressions are a part of your body, it is a part of your body language. Whether so facial expressions are the basically part of your body language. If you are happy, you have a smile on your face. If you are in some troublesome situation, you have tears in your eyes, you have a very anxious expression on your face. This shows that you are not feeling well, or you are facing any kind of troublesome situations which you don't want to share with anyone else. Impact of assertive communication. The impact is that assertive communicators feel connected to others in healthy and effective way. They feel in control of their lives and able to address issues and problems as they arise. The assertive communicator is be able to create respectful environments for others to grow and develop. Here is a talk about assertive communication. Assertive communication means that the communication which is given by you in a positive way, in a very effective or healthy way. Likewise, advices regarding your career, regarding your life. So when someone going to give you the advice regarding your career, always take it in a very positive way. This shows a very positive effect on your life. So if you face any kind of problem, address the issue, that this is the issue, this is the problem, now how could I solve it? The assertive communicator is able to create respectful environments. The person who is able to create the positive environment, the person who is able to give you the positive response, the positive communication regarding any kind of stuff, he may create the respectful environment for you, so that you may ask the questions, you may grow with others, or you may develop some kind of different situation as regarding or as per respect of your issue. If you are discuss your issue with someone, it means that they are going to solve your problem, whether it will take time, whether it will take 2 days or 3 days, but your problem is going to be solved. Being assertive is a core communication skill. Assertiveness can help you express yourself effectively and stand up for your point of view. Likewise, if I said about that BBA is very vast, BBA scope is very vast. In BBA, you are going to study about finance, you are going to study about management, you are going to study about the HR, you are going to study about marketing. These all the aspects you are going to study in BBA. Someone said, no, ma'am, I think fashion designing is very much trendy today, because of the reason is that the color combinations, whether it is related to females or whether it is related to male stuff. It can also help you do this while respecting the rights and beliefs of others. What are the beliefs of others? What are the rights of others? You may help it, and don't interfere in any other kind of beliefs or in any other kind of right regarding any kind of aspect. For example, tomorrow is 25th December. For Christian or for Christian community, tomorrow is Christmas Day. But when you said about Christmas Day bad, they feel very bad because they said we are not talking about your belief, we are not talking about your rights. So why you are talking about our beliefs, that why we believe that Hazrat Isa alayhi salam is a son of God? They believe this is their belief. So when you are going to tell them that no, this is wrong, so they said this is our belief, we believe this, it's our belief. Being assertive can also help boost your self-esteem and earn respect. When you are able to communicate positively, when you are able to communicate properly to other person, it boosts yourself, it boosts your self-esteem and earn respect for others. Others think that you are a very humble kind of person, and you give proper information to them regarding any kind of stuff. Now, prepare clear, concise, and complete written business communication. Clear written communication. Identify and clearly set your goal. Effective written communication has an obvious goal that you convey to the reader. Describe in clear words what you want the reader to do or know. Effective written communication is very important for all of us. When we are in office, we are dealing with different kinds of things. We are dealing with social media, we are dealing with WhatsApp. When we are sending messages through WhatsApp to someone, it means that we are communicate them as the part of written aspect. So always write that points that shows that you have a positive goal in your life, and the think the communication you are going to deliver to the reader is in a positive way or has a positive or clear effect. For example, if I am a writer and I write about faith, I write about God, I write about namaz, I write about Quran, if my written communication is very much effective or interesting points I added in the part of my serial, so everyone liked it, the audience going to like the serial because I added interesting aspects regarding this. If what the words I want to deliver to you is very clear, then it is easy for you to describe it in words. If my words are in phrases, so you don't understand what I'm going to tell you or what I'm going to deliver you. So always describe your communication in that way that the reader who is going to listen or who is going to read your written communication will be able to understand what you are going to talk about, what you are going to deliver to them about. Use the right tone. Tone can help your writing more effective. Some forms of communication, such as memorandums, require a formal tone. Writing to a friend, however, requires an informal tone. The tone you use depends on the purpose of writing and the audience. Whether I am writing to my friend, I start, "Hello, my dear friend, how are you? I am missing you very much." Reverence is the other word of respect. So we write here with reverence, I want to say. But when we are talking about a friend, we don't write with reverence, I want to say. We said, "Hello, Assalamu alaikum, my dear friend." For example, my dear friend Fatma, my dear friend Faiza, my dear friend Ali, whatever you write. Always understand the difference between a formal tone and an informal tone. When you are talking with your friend circle, you are very casual with your friends. You use any kind of stuff, you use any kind of language, you always use different jokes. But when we are talking about the professional life, we don't write or don't do any kind of stuff that may cause a big disaster for us or may cause a big harm for us. The tone you depends on the purpose of writing and the audience. This is what I am going to say. The tone you are going to choose depends on the writing and the audience. Whether you are writing to your mother, you said, "My dear mother, Assalamu alaikum. My dear father, Assalamu alaikum." You always write with "My dear father." But when we are talking with our cousins, we write "Dear Ali, dear Hussein, dear whatever what the name is." We started with dear, but when we are writing the letter regarding to our friend or regarding our mother, it differs. Our tone differs. When we are writing to the mother or father, it is in formal tone. When we are writing to our friend, cousin, or relatives, the tone is informal. We may use some jokes, we may use some other stuffs in it, but so this is the letter I am writing to my friend. It is an informal tone. While writing to the CEO of the organization, I don't write "Hello dear sir, how are you?" I don't use the word dear, because in professional way we always use "Hello respectful sir" or "Assalamu alaikum respectful sir." So this is the part that you are using a formal tone for others or for professionals. When we are talking about our friends, when we are talking about our relatives, it is different. The tone differs in the different way. But when we are talking about the professional organization, we don't address them "dear sir." We always address "respectful sir." When we are going to write the application of the urgent piece of work, we always write "dear respect." We don't write "dear sir," we write "respectful sir" with reverence. Reverence is the other meaning of respect. Talking with our parents or talking with other organizational professional person, they are respectful for us. So the persons who are respectful for us, we always address them with respect. Keep it simple. Avoid jargon, expressions, or big or complex words. You want to make it easy for the reader to understand what you are saying, regardless of their familiarity with your company or industry. Avoid jargon means don't use difficult words. Always use simple words like terrific, like marvelous. So, marvelous means you are going to surprise for anything. When you are going to use marvelous, maybe the person who are listening you behind, he doesn't know the meaning of marvelous. He understands the meaning which is written in simple word. So always write in simple words that the person whom you are writing or whom you are addressing may understands your words very easily. Whether it is with your familiarity, means whether it is regarding your previous organizational professional life, whether it is any kind of industry, always use simple words so that the person may understand your words or may understand your language, that what you are going to deliver to them. Stay on topic. Avoid irrelevant information. Clarity is essential. Keep paragraphs and sentences short, as complicated and lengthy statements slow the reader down. Always stay on topic. That what you are talking about. For example, I am talking about HR, so I always stick to the topic. If I am talking about HR, I always talk about HR. If I am talking about marketing, I always talk about marketing. I don't talk with you about accounting. I don't talk with you about my family members. I don't talk with you about my education life. I don't talk with you about my friends. I always talk you the topic which I am going to delivering to you is, I am always stay in my topic, so that clarity is going to be very essential. It is an important part of any kind of lecture you are going to deliver or any kind of stuff. It is very important. Clarity is very important regarding any kind of stuff. Always use paragraphs, always use short sentences, because when you are using complicated words or difficult words, the reader doesn't understand it. They may get bored and said that what he or she is going to delivering you, we don't understand it. So always stay on the topic which you are going to deliver, or the topic which you are going to talk about. Don't interfere with your friends, don't interfere with your family. Always stay on the topic, as it is very important for your audience to listen. The audience may get bored if you are stay away from the topic. If you stay away from the topic, the audience may get bored. They said, we are not asking you about your relatives, we are not asking you about your friends, we are not asking you about your university fellows, we are not asking about your university friends, we are asking about you, the topic which you are going to deliver. So always be on your topic. Use active voice. Active voice strengthens your writing and makes your statements easier to understand. Active voice also engages the reader and keeps their attention. An example of passive voice is, I sent the letter. You communicate this statement more clearly and concisely. If you rewrite it in active voice, I sent the letter. So the meaning is same. Passive voice, in passive voice you said I sent the letter, and in active voice you rewrite it I sent the letter. So it means that you are using active voice, you are using your voice which is very active, which gives you strengthens to talk about your circumstances, which are going to give you about the attention towards the reader. It may catches the attention when you are using the active voice sentence. So always communicate the statement very clearly and very concisely. For example, if I am going to say you, tomorrow is going to off because tomorrow is Christmas day and I want to go to somewhere for shopping and this, so that's why tomorrow is off. So what is this all about? I talk with you irrelevant and in phrases. It doesn't show you clearly that what type of thing I'm talking about. I just said you that tomorrow is going to be off because of Christmas day, because as we all know that 25th December is the Christmas for the Christianity and the birthday of Quaid-e-Azam, as we all know. So if I said you clearly that tomorrow is going to be off because of Quaid-e-Azam day, I send the message voice note to the management or to the staff that tomorrow is going to be off because of this reason. So it means that I use concise word, I use clear words so that everyone is going to understand about what I am going to tell you, about what I am going to or trying to communicate you. Have someone proof read your writing. Correct punctuation, spellings, and grammar are crucial. Have someone read your writing before you send or share it. If no one is available, then read it loud to yourself. Now, here comes to proofreading. Proofreading means when you are writing any kind of topic, whether you are typing any kind of stuff, any kind of meeting minutes, any kind of business meeting, presentation, or any kind of assignment you are going to write. Whether if I am going to give you the assignment, I said write it and then proofread it with yourself or proofread it according to your own. Now how you proofread it? You first check the spellings. For example, the spelling of the snake is snake, but by mistake you write sanke. So this is your mistake. Always use correct punctuation. Always use full stop at the end when the sentence is going to end. Always start the sentence with the capital letter when you are going to write the letter, or when you are going to write the first word. Always write it in capital letter. So it shows the reader that you are very active in your writing and know how to write it. Now, when you complete your topic, when you complete your assignment, look here and there in your family. If your brother helps you in proofreading, your mother, your sister, if any family member available there, they may help you in proofreading. But if they are not available at that time, you should read the assignment loud by yourself so that you understand where the mistake occurs by you. Make it easy to read and scan. Emails, memos, letters, and web pages with brief text and plenty of white space are easier to read than text heavy communication. Break your content into easy to read and understandable paragraphs or sections. This is particularly important when viewers read on a screen, such as web content and emails. Use bullet points, headers, and short paragraphs to make your text easier to understand. For example, if I am going to write the email to any business organization person, or to the head of any other organization, or to the head of any other educational institute. Likewise, I am going to write email to CRC lab, city lab. So when I'm going to write the email to the city lab, I use very difficult language which is not going to understand by anyone else rather except me. No one is going to understand, but I am going to deliver to them what kind of situation I am facing and why I write email to them. So always use very easy words, likewise synonym to the words. For example, if I said I saw a serpent yesterday, so you said, ma'am, what is the meaning of serpent? If I said I saw a snake yesterday, so it may clears you very easily that Miss is talking about snake. It is both the meanings are same, but the words in pronunciation is different. So always use the words which is very easy. Use paragraphs in your words so that the audience which are going to listen you, the audience whom you are listening, they may understand. Break the content means when you are writing the letter or when you are writing any kind of business stuff, always make 2 to 3 paragraphs or always use bullet points in regarding it. Be professional. When writing for work, be the content professional. Avoid making jokes or discussing sensitive topics that the reader might interpret differently than you intended. A professional tone, particularly in formal communications, get the reader to trust you and respect you. While you are reading, while you are doing work, always create a professional content. It doesn't show that you are making jokes. Avoid making jokes while you are working in your organization. Avoid making jokes with your head or with any higher authority person. Always use a professional tone that shows you that you are doing formal communication. This gives the reader that you are going to respect them and trust them. We are going to, whether we are talking about jokes, we are making jokes only with our friends, only with our relatives. We are not allowed to make jokes with higher authorities, and it gives a bad impression of you on them. Practice. More you write, the stronger your written communication skills get. Practice writing a variety of communication types frequently, including always practice. Whether you are writing a communicate or always practice different types of things to write. Whether you are writing emails, whether you are writing letters, whether you are writing blog posts, memos, reports, or web content, always write it in an efficient way so that the person whom you are communicating may get your communication skills very easily. Concise business communication. Plan what you want to say. Be mindful of over explaining. Try to refrain from using filler words. Use a specific example. Consider your audience. Now, concise business communication. When we are talking about the business communication, always plan first that what you want to say to the audience. Be mindful or of over explaining means that when you are going to explain it in detail so that the audience whom you are listening or whom are listening to you may get your point very easily. Try to refrain from using filler words means don't use phrases. Don't try to combine the words from here and there. Always talk to the point regarding your stuff or regarding any kind of topic. Use a specific example. Always quote examples when you are writing any kind of stuff. Consider your audience. Your audience is the main part of any kind of system. Whether you are delivering a lecture, whether you are taking part in any seminar, an audience is the main part. So always consider the audience as it is very important for you. Reserve judgment. Non-rapport develops when someone understands that they can share their feelings and ideas without fear of judgment. When your friends, family, or co-workers are speaking, withhold your disapproval and only share advice or information if they request it. When you do offer evaluation, highlight positivity and facilitate directness. Now, reserve judgment means that when you are going to make rapport means relationship. When you are going to develop relationship with anyone, always share feelings with them and ideas without fear of judgment, whether what The other person vision is about you. Don't bother it. Say what you want to say to them. When you are talking with your friends or family or co-workers, always speak with confidence, as it shows that you are a very confident person and able to talk about anything. So withhold your disapproval and only share advice or information if they request it. If someone said no, this is not right, you are saying wrong, I disagree with you, I disapprove this thing. So withhold it aside and share the information or advice if they request you that kindly give us advice or give us information regarding what you want to say to us. Likewise, if any student comes to me and said, ma'am, tell me please, if you don't mind, will you advise me about my career? Which thing is best for me or which degree is best for me? Whether MBA is best for me or whether MCOM is best for me. So he wants my advice. He requests me that I give advice to him regarding his career. When you do offer evaluation, highlight positivity and facilitate directionness. If you are When you do offer evaluation means the organization in which you are working or in any university you are going, they evaluate your performance regarding your test, regarding your midterm exams, regarding your midterm project. So it always shows high positivity and facilitate directness that they are doing their well, the students are doing their well and they are going into the right direction, so they don't need to change it. Using non-verbal communication skill to build rapport. It is not what you say, it is how you say it, is a phrase that comes to our mind when thinking about non-verbal communication. Voice quality, eye contact, facial expressions, hand gestures, and body sides are all part of a communication. We convey non-verbal messages and are particularly important to consider when working with others. So this is a phrase. It is not what you say, it is how you say it. It is a phrase. When we are talking about non-verbal communication means we are not involving our words. We are not uttering regarding our words. We are just using our facial expressions, eye contacts, or hand gestures to communicate with them. Voice quality. The quality or tone of your voice is very vital when delivering information to client. You never want to appear nervous. Your clients must be able to trust you that are conversant and able to guide them. Your voice should plan self-assurance and imitability. Your voice quality, your tone must be clear. The information you are going to deliver is clear, is proper information. Don't misguide others regarding any kind of stuff. Give them the proper information so that they trust you. It's the matter of trust. When you are delivering some kind of information to others, it's the matter of trust. They may trust on you when you guide them properly. It also increases your respect in someone's or in some other's eyes. Eye contact. Clients like to know what they have your exclusive devotion. If you are continually preventing your eyes or looking down, this tells the client that you are earlier not fully present or you are lack confidence. Upholding eye contact shows that you are confident. Likewise, if you are not taking interest in talking to stakeholders, you are looking again and again to the floor. So this shows that you are not interested in communicating with them. You are not interested in talking with them. You have lack of confidence and don't want to discuss any kind of things with them. Always uphold your eyes, look towards or look in front the eye of others, so that this shows that you are very confident. Don't be get fear, don't be get afraid. Always speak, whether it is right or whether it is wrong. You may learn in different phases, but always speak. Always try to maintain eye contact. It shows that you are a confident person. Demonstrate effective listening skills. Face the speaker and have eye contact. You have to face the speaker and maintain an eye contact. Listen to non-verbal cues too. Non-verbal cues means whether he is using his hand expressions, whether he is using his face expressions, or what kind of expressions he is going to use. Always look at them. Don't interrupt. When someone is talking to you, don't interrupt in it. First, let them finish and then start your questioning. If you want to do any question, first let them finish and then ask your questions. Don't start planning what to say next. Don't start planning. At a time, don't start planning. First of all, you have to think and then start your planning. Don't impose your opinions or solutions. If don't impose your solution means don't forcefully implement your solutions to another. If they don't need your suggestion, don't give it. Stay focused. Always stay focused whether what someone is going to ask you. Ask questions. If you don't understand anything, you ask questions regarding that kind of particular thing. Demonstrate appropriate questioning skills. Questioning skills is the key to gaining more information, and without it, interpersonal communications can fail. Questioning is fundamental to successful communication. We all ask and are asked questions when engaged in conversation. When we are going to engage in the conversation, we always ask. So we are here. Demonstrate appropriate questioning skills. Questioning skills is the key to gaining information, and without it, interpersonal communication can fail. Questioning is fundamental to successful communication. We will ask and are asked questions and engage in conversation. Always do the questions. Whether what your question is all about, always ask the question. If you have any facing any difficulty, any ambiguity regarding the conversation or regarding any kind of stuff, always ask the questions. Add is as it increase your vocabulary, as it increase your knowledge. To obtain information, the primary function of a question is to gain information. What time is it? To help maintain control of a conversation. While when you are speaking, asking questions, you are in control of conversation. Assertive people are more likely to control of conversation, attempting to gain the information they need through questioning. Also, see the pages of assertiveness means that the primary function of a question is to gain information. What time is it? Whether I am asking you, Ans, tell me what is the time right now, or Ans, answer, give the answer of my question. How we assess our own listening skills. So this is the question I am asking from you. If you respond me, it shows a
Miss, can
positive
you repeat again?
attitude towards me, that you are listening with interest.
Miss, can you repeat the question again?
Okay, I repeat the question again. If I ask you, Ans, tell me how we assess our own listening skills.
Okay.
If you respond it fastly, it shows that you are showing interest in the lecture. If I said, Ans, tell me what is the time. If I ask Furkan, tell me what is the importance of Qaeda Azam Day. So it is my question which I am going to ask from both of you. So if you give me the answer of the question in no time, this shows that you are showing interest in the lecture and listening the lecture very actively. To help maintain control of a conversation. Help maintain control of a conversation means always stay towards the topic. Always talk about the topic, that what the topic is all about. While you are asking questions, you are in the control of conversation. I am asking questions from you. It means that I have a control on my conversation. I just asked you about 25th December, that Furkan, tell me what is the importance of Qaeda Azam Day. What is the importance of Christmas for Christianity? So this is irrelevant question, but I ask you as it may links with the topic. Assertive people are more likely to take control of conversations. People means that the people who are introverted. Introverted means the person who don't like talk too much. Their nature is very reserving. They don't like to talk with someone or anyone else. They have a reserving nature. So if you are going to the part of assertive people, always attempt to gain the information they need through questioning. If you want any kind of information, start questioning. The other person will give answers of the question and your ambiguity or your difficulty clears at that time. Express an interest in the other person. Questioning allows us to find out more about the respondent. This can be useful when attempting to build rapport and show empathy, or to simply get to know the other person better. Now I am asking you the question, Furkan, tell me how we obtain information. What is the primary function to obtain the information? If you respond me, it means that you are showing interest in my lecture. The lecture which I am going to deliver you, you are showing interest in it while you are giving answers to my questions. But if you don't bother my question and don't respond with, this shows that you are not, first of all, you are not active while taking your lectures, and you are not showing interest. You may get bored because of the lecture. So questioning allows persons to check whether the other person is active or whether the other person is showing interest or not. Whether it's about lecture, whether it's about any meeting, whether it's about any seminar, questioning is very important. To clarify a point, questions are more commonly used in communication to clarify something that the speaker has said. Questions used as clarification are essential in reducing a misunderstanding and therefore more effective communication. You may clarify the point. Don't be hesitant. Don't be so shy that if I ask the question, what the other person will do with you. The other person nothing do with you. The other person gives you the proper information, clarify your point so that it may gives you advantage. It may helps you in upcoming quizzes, it may help you in upcoming assignments. So always remember, if you're facing any kind of problem regarding any kind of topic or regarding any kind of stuff, ask the question. It increases your vocabulary, it helps you to gain knowledge which may have a positive effect in your life in future. Now, demonstrate appropriate question skills. The other slides comes to explore the personality and or difficulties the other person may have. Questions are used to explore the feelings, beliefs, opinions, ideas, and attitude of the person being questioned. They can also be used to better understand problems that another person may be experiencing, like in the example of a doctor trying to diagnose a patient. Okay, I am going to ask you the question, both of you. Now you are going to give me the answer turn by turn. I am going to ask you, what do you think how we assess our communication skills? How we obtain the information? You may answer the questions turn by turn in your own words with your own understanding. First of all, you tell us, and then I am moving forward towards Furkan.
Miss, who should go first?
Yes, of course. You may ask, you may give me the answer first, and then I am moving towards another person.
Now, Miss, I was just asking, can you please repeat the question? Like, your question is how can we improve our communication skills?
How we assess our listening skills? The question is how we assess our listening skills, and what is the primary function to obtain the information? Two questions I am asking you. First of all, give
Miss,
me the answer how we assess our listening skills, and then what is the primary function to obtain the information? The second question is this. First of all, give the answer of first question.
obviously, Miss, if you want to assess someone's like if someone is saying something, and firstly, we will have to be a good listener. Like whatever the person is trying to make us understand, we will have to understand that thing firstly, and then like we will be able to understand whatever he's saying, and then we
Yes.
can like be a good listener, and that's how we can assess
Yes,
assess
very
what
good.
they're saying.
That's very good. Now, what about the primary function of object of to obtain the information? Explain it in your own words, according your own understanding.
Miss, there are a lot of like functions we could do for it, like as you said in the class from the beginning, like your gestures, like your what, like your like how you listen, how you interrupt, like when to interrupt, and when to like question, like all these things we should like see, and then we should like you know we should like when to question and when to like interrupt, and when to like talk to them, and when like just to keep quiet. So these are the things, these are the functions like we should follow.
Okay, okay, very good. Furkan, now tell me how we make relationship while using non-verbal communication. In your own words, according your own understanding, how we make relationship while using non-verbal communication. Is it possible for us to make relationship with another person while using non-verbal communication? How, what are the steps involved in it if we are using non-verbal communication regarding this?
It actually depends like who you're talking to when you're using non-verbal communication. If you're talking to a CEO of a company, then like you must be verbal in communication. And if you're talking to some of your relative who came to your home recently, like maybe you could say your cousins, then if you use non-verbal communication, that doesn't actually matters a lot. But if you're talking to someone who's like on a higher post and you're like using non-verbal communication, that that gives a bad impression.
Okay, very good,
So
very
it
well.
actually depends. It actually depends who you're talking to.
Okay, fine. Once you tell me the answer of the question, how we appropriate or how we demonstrate the questioning skills, answer it. Why questions should be asked? Is it important for you to ask the question? Or if yes, then what's the reason of asking the questions? Give me the answer.
Miss, it's important to ask a question like maybe we don't know the answers, so we need to ask the questions.
So, how you demonstrate the questioning skills? Why questioning is important?
Miss, question is important because maybe you don't know like the meaning of it, so you have to ask. So is it right?
Okay, very well done. Now, move towards the demonstrate appropriate question skills. Now, this is what I'm going to ask you the questions. I want to know what your ideas are all about the lecture, whether you are active or not. I am questioning you because I want you to share your ideas with me according to your own understanding in your own words. So this is why questions are important to be done. They can also be understand to better understand problems that another person may be experiencing, like in the example of doctor trying to diagnose a patient. If a doctor is facing difficulty in trying to diagnose the patient, whether the patient suffers from the typhoid or whether the patient suffers from the dengue, so how doctor diagnose it according to his experience. To test the knowledge, questions are used in all sort of quiz, test, and exam situations to ascertain the knowledge of the respondent. Now, going to ask you the questions. I ask you the questions to test you whether the knowledge I am transferring you, will you understand it easily? Whether you are facing any problem in it or not. If yes, then it's my responsibility to clear it. And if not, so it's your responsibility to give me the answer, whether it will be according to your own understanding in your own way, but it should be right. Example, what is the capital of France? Now, here the question is, do you both know what is the capital of France?
Yes, miss.
What is the capital of France?
Paris.
Yes, of course. So this is a question, what is the capital of France? It is written here to test the knowledge of the respondent, that what the respondent responds against it. To encourage further thought. Questions may be used to encourage people think about something more deeply. Questions can be worded in such a way as to get the person to think about a topic in a new way. What do you think? Or why do you think? We ask questions to encourage the people that what they think about any kind of aspect, what they think about the lecture, what they think about the person who is delivering you the lecture, whether you are in a business meeting, whether you are in the meeting with shareholders, whether you are in the organization or giving presentation to the audience. It may give a positive effect on it when you are asking a question with someone. So now, if I ask a question, what do you think about group discussion? So if you respond me within 5 to 10 minutes, it shows that you are very active and listen the lecture actively and showing interest towards the lecture. And if you are not listening the lecture properly, or you feel inactive or get bored, you do not bother to respond. In group discussions, questioning in group situations can be very useful for a number of reasons. To include all members of the group, to encourage more discussion of a point. When we talk about the group discussions are going to be done in the aspect that to involve every person in the group discussion is the main reason. Whether we are working in an organization, whether we are attending a business meeting, or whether we are going to meet with some higher authority regarding any ministry of finance or any petroleum higher authority person. When we came back from the meeting, we discussed the meeting minutes. We make the meeting minutes. We discuss all these things in the group. We make a group of 2 to 3 or 4 persons and discuss what today is the aim of calling the meeting, why we call the meeting, why it is important to call the meeting, why CEO of the person or why stakeholders call the meeting. There is any reason, what's the reason behind this, that it is need to call the meeting, whether any foul play occurs in the organization, whether any fraud occurs in creating the accounts or something else. So questioning in group situations can be very useful for you if you are in group discussion, or if you are in a group, you may ask a question which will be useful for you and maybe for all of the members. If you ask about, for example, you both share a group or you both are in a group, I give you assignment of today's lecture and said, now you are going to make assignment on today's lecture on this topic. Now you both discuss that what Miss teaches to us regarding today's lecture, which points are included in today's lecture, and how we clear all these lecture in the assignment, how we make assignment. Assignment should be in a very clear way, concise way, and the stuff you are written there is in a formal way, not an informal way. It is in a formal way because you are writing assignment professionally for your lecture, professionally for your class. Getting my point?
Yes, miss.
No, now and the slides come. Know how to deal with problems faced by business organizations. This is another slide and other subtopic of today's lecture. There are several issues by facing business organizations today because of rapidly changing era, especially for businesses. Companies need to adapt to new marketing channels like the web entirely and social in a single generation. You have to decide how to invest and use modern technology to match the level of global competitiveness. Now, know how to deal with problems faced by business organizations. Today, business organizations faces many problems. Likewise, if they are not earning profit, what's the reason behind this? If someone uncertain happens, why it happens? What are the new trends of marketing channels in the market? What your competitor do to attract the customer towards itself? These are the problems business organization faces. As you know that competitor is the main part of any organization. Likewise, if I'm an organization or if I am the owner of the organization, likewise, I am the owner of Hush Puppies and you are the owner of Bata. So, you are my competitor. Now, what should I do? I create the product in unique quality. I designed the product in the way that the customer like my product. Now, how I design my product, whether I design my product with sequences or whether I design my product in heels, whether I am making pumps, whether I am manufacturing simple shoes, what kind of stuff I am going to invest in the shoes, whether leather shoes or whether vaccine shoes. Now, I ask you the questions from both of you. If you are my competitor companies, what will you do to get rid of these problems? Firstly, Furkan, you give the answer and then Ans, you give the answer.
Mr. As you said, like what my competitors are doing, I'll get an eye on. I'll have a bird eye on my competitors, like how are they attracting their customers, and I'll see like what they're doing. Like I can do what I can do if let's get an example of a coffee shop. If I'm making a coffee shop, I'm owner of a coffee shop, and I'll see a competitor, competitors of coffee shop. Okay, like we have a competitor of coffee shop, and then I'll see like what are the plus points of him according to me, and what are the negative points. Like if there's if let's get an example of like chairs. if his chairs are not like so comfortable, I'll get more comfortable chairs. If I'd say there's a huge line, then in his shop, then like I'd get two or three waiters over there, and like it would be convenient for the people who are coming. So I'll just see what my competitor is doing. Why are the customers going to his cafe shop, and why are they not coming to my cafe shop? So that's how I'm gonna compete with my competitors.
Okay, now next you tell me,
Miss, can you repeat the question?
if I am a competitor or if you are my competitor, what is the difference between your product and my product? Likewise, he said coffee shop. If he is the owner of coffee shop, but my question is again, I come towards you after asking from him. Okay, coffee. Everyone doesn't like coffee. The recipe of coffee is almost very same. If you talk about cappuccino, if you talk about any kind of other coffee, if you talk about Nescafe or Gold coffee, the recipe is same. So what's the difference between making a coffee?
Miss, like there are so many different things. I know the tastes are same, but the products are different, like decoration and some more things in the business.
Okay. Okay. Now I am asking question with uns. Now you tell me, if you are my competitor, how would you manufacture your product regarding betterment? That, for example, how your product will be better regarding my product, give the answer of this question. Regarding what aspects your product is going to be better than me, that customers who are coming to my shop and purchase products from me, how would you snatch them, or how the strategy you make that the persons, that the customers who are visiting to my shop may visit to your shop in future? Do you have any idea
Miss,
regarding it, or how, what is the policy you may apply on it?
yes, Miss. The first thing I would do is like first I will decorate the organization like more than the others one to snatch the customers and everything. Then I will have a change in product. I know the coffee are in same taste, but and to increase the strategy, I will like in same price. I will take the like example like two coffee is equal to like if you buy one, you can get one. You can get one free.
Okay, you may give offer buy one get one free. So you think
Yes,
this
it's actually it
differentiate
will
your
be actually
product
the
from my side?
miss.
If
It will be
I
actually
offer, for
the
example,
same
if I
price.
offer, sorry to interrupt you, if I offer buy one get one free on shoes, so what's the difference between your
Miss,
product and my product? I
Miss,
am
can I say
offering
something?
one by one,
Miss, can I say
buy one
something?
get one free. What is your
I'll get
difference that customers will come to you, not to my shop?
Miss. Can I
The
answer?
Yes, yes, please speak.
Miss, the thing is like what I would do is better quality in low price. That's
Very
how I
good.
would compete.
Yes, very good. And you, next, whom to I am talking, Ans or Furkan?
Anas miss.
Okay. And Furkan, what would you do in that situation?
Miss, I already answered. Better quality and low price.
Okay. And Ans, what would you do in this situation? You tell.
Miss, like as I said, like I will say like buy one take one free, and I will make a better quality in products and in decoration,
First of
and
all,
that's all.
you both are very right. Very good. The answer towards the question is we may offer promotional price to the consumers. The price which is less from the market. The quality which you are going to provide to the customer should be of high quality. The color combinations,
Yes,
whether you are dealing with the product of fabric, whether you are dealing with female brands products like clothing or male brand clothing, your aim is to earn the profit. So how you high earn profit? You high earn profit when you give the discount of not but like 50% discount. When people listen that 50% discount is offering on this shop, they may come to you, so this may increase your profit. Very well done both of you. So now moving
Miss.
further. Yes.
Miss,
Yes, speak please.
Miss, the main thing in cafeteria is like the most important thing is the decoration of the organization like that. It's not about the product or drink or like that, because many people like 90% of people just come to take pictures, not to drink. So the main important things are the decoration of the shop or cafeteria like that.
Okay, very good. So both of you are right. So now moving forward to other point, uncertainty about future. All business leaders and entrepreneurs find significant discomfort, especially in uncertainty. Uncertainty in the global economy, change in the credit markets, ambiguity in the new rules affect business and risk over the market players. With impact, new technology will have won the industry is a never-ending list. The bottom line is that difficulty in a short-term vision. A company move away from long-term planning in favor of short-term results. Uncertainty is not often a necessity. So uncertainty about future. Uncertainty of future about any future comes when there is a change in the market, when there is a change in the new rules of the business, when a new player comes to into the market and he capture the market and have a monopolistic situation in the market regarding his product. Now by 2030, the products which we are using in our house, the utensils which we are using in our house, we use we all use gases at our house to cook the work. We work with our hands. First of all, we pour the oil in the pan, then cut the onions, and then make the food. But by 2030, all this work will be done by the robots. All this work will be done by the technology. They design the technology in this way that human doesn't need to cut the onions, human doesn't need to pour the oil in the pan, human doesn't need to do any kind of stuff like this. They design the product in this way that they attach the hands with the pan. The both hands are able to cook the food with respect of humans. So this is the technology. By 2030, when it comes to the market, it may gain attention of everyone. Have you ever listened or have you ever seen that robotic hands may do work like this by themselves? I
Yeah,
don't
miss.
see.
Yes, miss.
So this is the technology. When it comes to the market, it may create problems and the risk
Miss,
is
I
very
saw
high.
in
Of course,
vehicles
yes, of course, in vehicles
organizations.
too. By
Yeah,
2030,
robotic
vehicles
arm.
are, well, in foreign countries like in America, in California and Switzerland, when they break the traffic signal, they designed the punches on the roads. When someone going to break the signal, the punch the person on his face. This is the punishment regarding breaking the signals. While we are talking about Pakistan, I don't see anything regarding the technology which faces this kind of stuff. Accidents happens every day because of breaking the signals, because of moving the cars very fast, because of driving the cars very fast. So by 2030, risk may increase because new technology comes to the market, new technology introduces to the market, whether you are talking about vehicles, whether you are talking about utensils, and whether you're talking about any kind of stuff. By 2030, reports are going to take place of you. Globalization problem. Most of the business challenged by globalization as becomes the primary concern. The ability to enter new markets with existing products and services, create new products and services for new customers, identify emerging disruptive competitors, only need to understand foreign cultures unknown months ago. Now, globalization problem. Globalization problem occurs a lot. The ability to enter market with new products, it's now depend on your ability that how you again get control on the market and get again the monopolistic situation in the market regarding your new product. Now what the product is all about, the product is about clothing, the product is about bags, the product is about male's wallets, the product is about male shoes, whether a new joke, whether the new jokers are introducing in the market and their introductory prices, like for example 2000, it is the introductory price, and the joggers are made with soft leather. They are easy to wear. You feel very comfortable and lightweight while wearing the joggers. So it means that the new product satisfies you. You are satisfied the product. You compete the competitor regarding your product. And while we are talking about foreign cultures, in foreign cultures, the culture is very different. They always give discounts to the customers on every product. While if we are talking about Pakistan, Pakistan doesn't offer any kind of discount on the product. The product will be on fixed price. You both are boys. Obviously, you may go for shopping regarding summer, regarding winter, or regarding Eid collection. You may notice that the new design, the new color may attract you. Am I right?
Yes, miss.
The new style, the new design of any kind of product attract you. So it means that you may identify your need and buy the product from that shop. It competes the competitor and satisfy your need regarding your desire of the product. Innovation. I earlier talked about innovation, that innovation happens or occurs by 2030 regarding these products. As we talk about earlier years, electricity is not the part of earlier years. Earlier people doesn't know what electricity is all about. If any of the person from that era comes in this modern era, they were very surprised to see that what is this? Electricity. In earlier years or in earlier days, people always depend on the light of the moon. Whether when there are no watches in earlier years, people may decide what the time is all about. They may assume what the time is now. So innovation, I talked innovation earlier to you, but I also read it for you so that you may understand properly. It is found that many companies are trying to create more innovative cultures. Not only big companies, although some companies have become smaller. This innovation came as a big surprise when people have changed quite a bit since then. It seems that big companies are struggling with innovation, and for many, a good innovation process is at the top of the list. But the idea of more innovative culture is frightening for too many. The problem to be solved is how to more creative while maintaining tight control over the organization. If you talk about the flavor of the biscuits, there are variety of flavor of biscuits. We have Zira biscuit, we have Mary biscuit, we have Rio biscuit, we have Super biscuit. The Super biscuit is in vanilla, the Super biscuit is in chocolate. The Lay's flavors, many flavors. The Lay's is in masala flavor, the Lay's is salty, the Lay's is cheesy. Now many different flavors are introducing in Lay's chips. So this means they are innovate the product so that the customer desires should be fulfilled regarding the product. Technology adaptation. Technology improving very fast day by day. In China, robots helps people to do the work of household. But in Pakistan, people work with their own hands. So as far as we are talking about China, China is a developed country. So they use robots for doing their daily household chores.
Miss, mostly are Japan, not China, I guess.
Yes, of course, but I listen about China as per my knowledge. But of course, many countries may use robots, just like Germany. You know, Germany is also working on this technology. Robots like shape of balls help them when they are buying the groceries. In German, many companies, many countries use this robotic technology. Not all, but some countries. So this means that technology changes. Now, by 2030, I earlier tell you that all the household work or the cooking utensils, make foods, according to their own end, according to the technology that is going to fit in them, according to the software that is going to be installed in them. They make food according to their own, and they serve the food in front of the people. As you tell that about the conveyance, about the transportation also changes. So the pace of technological improvement is happening fast. While this has been true for many decades, today speed makes capital investment more of an asset in technology because the competitor can only wait for the next generation of technology. We can only last a year and then use to achieve it. The problem to be solved is to develop a long-term technology strategy that is simple enough to take advantage of unexpected technologies. Now, talking about generation, laptops or computers comes every year with technology. Like what kind of technology? Earlier years we use PC, and in PC we use CPU, we use keyboard to type. As far as the technology advances, laptops comes. Now we use keyboard on the laptop. We don't need mouse to type. We are here to talk about the technology adoption. Now, what the technology adoption? Technology advances every year. Like if you talk about PC, with PC there is a CPU, with PC there is a keyboard. It is very difficult to use PC nowadays because there is a time of load shedding, electricity goes, the PC closes at that time. But as far as the technology advances, it may convert PC into laptop. Now we use laptop very easily. The keyboard which we use separate with PC is now the keyboard is on the laptop. We use keyboard on laptop while typing anything. If we talk about mouse, we don't need mouse. So if we talk about the mouse, we don't need mouse. Regarding with laptop, we may click with the buttons that are placed here to help us by clicking something. So this is how technology adopts things. This is how technology changes. This is how technology gives us new things to use. As far as we talk about mobile phones, when there is advancement in technology, we are in earlier years we use mobile phones with buttons. We don't know what smartphone is all about, what is the application of smartphone and how we use it. But in nowadays we all know how to use smartphones, what is the application of smartphones, how we able to use smartphones, what is the features of smartphones, how we install things from smartphones, how we install things from smartphones, how we use WhatsApp. Nowadays we use WhatsApp. Nowadays we use social media, Facebook. Nowadays we use Tango. Nowadays we use everything that earlier people doesn't get a chance to use. Massive complexity. No doubt, life and business have become more complicated. Now, information technology has also made some tasks and easier. The pace of change is accelerating. The world economy is even more connected, creating a much larger and more diverse population. Manufacturing and services are primarily targeted at small, specialized market because IT provides flexibility in these areas. We know from our knowledge of development models that systems become more complex as they develop and more straightforward. The problem is how to develop better systems thinking ability so that you can design your business model, process, products, and services in a way that minimizes unnecessary integration. Mix with complexity. Yes, there is a mess with complexity. Some things may put you in difficult situation. Now, I am going to talk about the education system of Pakistan and education system of foreign countries. As far as the Pakistani education system is concerned, the candidate who is the master's degree holder, whether what kind of master degree he has, whether he obtains MBA degree, whether he obtains MCOM degree, whether he obtains master's in Urdu degree, whether he obtains master's in English degree, it is necessary for him to do MPhil after doing masters. But in foreign countries, There is no restriction on doing MPhil after doing masters. They may enroll in PhD after doing the masters. Now, Lincoln University of Malaysia and other universities, respected universities other than this university, they may offer the students that you may enroll in PhD program after doing your masters. So while in Pakistan, it makes a complex situation for the students. They think regarding their career that if we do MPhil, of it will be of 2 years or 3 years. It took a lot of time for us to complete the degree. And whether we talk about PhD degree, it took a lot of time to complete the PhD degree. It may take you 7 to 8 years to complete your PhD degree. So this create a mess for the companies. This create a mess for the organization. Now, in upcoming years, maybe the education system of Pakistan will be in better hands or may change. So this is how the companies are facing difficulty regarding their products because they targeted the small specialized market. They don't target the large market. The profit you may earn from the larger markets, if you targeted the larger markets, they may give you higher profits. If you targeted smaller markets, they don't able to give you higher profits. They may give you low profits, or maybe your organization going to loss. And as the head of the organization or as the owner of the organization, you don't bear this loss. The businessman or any person who is doing business, whether what the field is all about, he has the one aim, or every businessman who is working in the business industry has the same aim to earn the profit. Now, how they earn the profit? They earn the profit by giving discounts to the customers. They earn the profit by giving the quality of products or by differentiating the products regarding to the competitors. If your product differs, then your customer is going to purchase the product. If your product is same, the quality is same, the price is same, why he comes you to buy the product? Now I am going to again ask you the question both from you. I am a customer and I come to your shop, whether you have a shop of perfumes, body mist, or you have a shop of clothes, or you have a shop of handbags. First of all, I visit to Furkan's shop and see that the prices of the product is very high. I asked the price from the shopkeeper. He said, "Ma'am, this bag costs 3,500 or 4,000. The bag is from Gucci brand, so it is very expensive. But we don't give you guarantee that this product may long lasting." So what should I do in that situation? First of all, Furkan, you give me the answer, and then once you give me the answer.
So obviously, if they're not giving you the guarantee, then you'll have to buy it because there are a lot of products that they don't give guarantee, but they are long lasting. If the price is good, if it is expensive, then obviously it's a good product. So I think I'd buy it.
And you, Furkan?
Miss,
Maran?
miss, if they don't give you the guarantee of long lasting, miss, in the same price, you will find the high quality but less in price with if there is no long lasting, so you can buy the in lower price with high quality from different shops.
No, I don't buy the product. The product which has no guarantee feature, I don't buy the product. Whether I purchase the bag from the shop, I come here, I came back home and doesn't check the bag there. The bag is wear and tear condition from inside. And when I again back to the shop, they said, "Ma'am, this is your mistake." So I or my satisfaction regarding the product is not very good. I'm not satisfied with the product. But as far as An's shop is concerned, if I go to his shop regarding the bag shop or regarding any kind of stuff, if he gives me the guarantee of the product, that means this is the product I am going to give you the guarantee, the product is long lasting, it may I give you the guarantee of, for example, 3 months or 4 months. If in 4 months, or if during these 4 months the bag may become in any miserable condition, you have the exchange policy, so I exchange your bag and give you another new bag without charging you. So the customer go to the shop who gives you the guarantee regarding the product, who gives you the quality of the product, and who satisfies your need regarding the product. These three things create a monopolistic situation in the market. Whether I'm your competitor or you are the competitor company of Furkan or the sister company of Furkan, and you are giving the quality of products and the exchange policy, customers will arrive to your shop, not to his shop, because he said no exchange policy we are offering, no guarantee of the product we are giving. So if you are charging the product for about 5 to 6,000, so it's your responsibility to give the guarantee of the product. The person who is going to invest in the product or purchase a specific product, it is the right of the person to give him the guarantee. If a person take bag to the party or take bag to the business meeting and the bag tears from front side, so what should you do in that situation? If your wallet, regarding bags, female handbags or wallet, I'm coming towards the wallet too. If your wallet is not in good condition, whether it is you buy a new wallet and its price is 3 to 4 thousand, you invest in it, but when you take it in the meeting, it tears. So what will you do in that situation? If the person is offering you exchange policy, then you go to that person. This is how monopolistic situation create in the market, and competitors create monopolistic situation in the market regarding others company. Too much information. The real consent is said to only change in today's world. Nothing is changing or going faster than information. Organizations' ability to utilize and make available data and make the right decision is almost a challenge for very few individuals. Technology and the mountain of information with humans solve this problem and turn this information into valuable knowledge. Now, how we give not too much information. Information is very important in every aspect. When we are talking about information, it is very important in every aspect. Organizations has the ability to use information in a positive way, in a positive manner. You may take the right decisions regarding your information. So technology plays a role in every kind of aspect in your life. Whether we talk about light, whether we talk about mobile phones, whether we talk about laptops, whether we talk about any electronic product, technology gives us everything. Technology makes our life easier. So if you have the correct information regarding your product, it may gives you the benefit and also increase your knowledge in the valuable way. Now, tell me both of you any questions regarding today's lecture. Will you understand the lecture easily?
Yes, Miss.
Yes,
Alhamdulillah.
Any
I can
questions
proceed.
you want to ask, you may ask. Tomorrow
No,
is
Miss,
your
thank you.
class. You know tomorrow is your class too.
Yes, Miss.
Tomorrow is your class is on 10:30 p.m. to 12 p.m. First of all, I am going to take a short quiz from you from of today's lecture, whether it is in a comprehensive form, whether I ask you in the form of case study, or whether it is in the form of MCQs.
Okay, Miss.
Then we move forward to the next lecture. So if you have any ambiguity regarding it, if you face any difficulty regarding any topic, you may ask, I clear it, and then I'll take a quiz from you on tomorrow, inshallah. Any
Miss,
questions, both
written
of you?
quiz.
Yes.
Okay, Miss.
Any questions? You may ask, please.
No, Miss.
Okay,
No,
thank
Miss,
you
thank
very much. Allah Hafiz. Stay
So
blessed.
thank you so much, miss. You too.
Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.